Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. I have Andreas joining me, you know him as ASAP Animation, and we are taking a closer look at the Saturday Matinee playset, which is by far one of our most popular kits, and it's easy to see why, not only because of the reference, but also because of the incredible printing. And well, 2 vehicles plus a bunch of figures, there's a lot you can do with this.
Yeah, I used to love like the old packs of Brickmania where you could get like multiple vehicles in one. So just something we had to do, I guess. But it started off with this truck. I did like a very early version that was like a year prior to this coming out as a set. Just reworking it, waiting for that. I think we're hitting the Black Friday. I think that was the release.
I believe so.
So I was like working up to that. Working off more or less like the Opel Blitz, very similar. It's based off a film also. And in that film, they used a GMC CCKW as the model, and they just changed out the logos and just like slapped some wheels on it to look like the LG 3000, which is a Mercedes truck that was used during the war. It was used throughout the war, so you can use this for early war, or you can just swap it in your late war mocks. Just put it in there, you know. This one is an Africor specific version, so you have all the dust and sand and everything. It's very cool. You can put it in your Africa core, you can put it in your Barbarossa mock, do it whatever. Like, it's very modular, you can use it for any sort of transportation.
Even the design, once you have the instructions, you in theory could build yourself more of those and put them wherever you want, like for, like you said, Operation Barbarossa.
Oh yeah, you need a canvas though, but that's fine. And like one of the more difficult aspects was the wheel in here. Those are just crammed in there in real life, and then I had to figure out, how do we do that in Lego? So this is like the part where I started out, making the wheel, and then just building the cab around it. The cab is actually just slightly too big, but you know, you gotta have the fist fight in there, so just making it fit for like an action scene, I think. Simple doors, simple design.
Really nice printing on the windshield there too.
Oh yeah, just get that perfect. And also you have like your equipment on the side, some digging tools. I don't know what you would need digging tools for, but maybe something exciting. Well, if you're
excavating artifacts in the desert, you never know.
Yeah, you know, folding door here.
Plenty of room to stock more soldiers back there as they one by one attempt to toss our archaeologist out of the front. Yeah,
I got a bunch of Africa core figures as well on the side that we sell separately. Just got a bunch of them, slapping them in here. And also you can put some crates, ammo crates, whatever, treasure, whatever you want to put in there. And this is also like a very weird vehicle in real life. It has no doors, kind of wide as well, and it was used mostly for like officer transport. But the one in like a certain movie that I've seen, they use this one, but it's a Dodge Jeep. Or sort of like the
interesting.
Yeah, the one that we had, like Patton, I think, had like a Dodge 4-wheeler.
Yeah, sure, just Jeep. A 4x4 made by Dodge.
Yeah, so that's what they used in that specific film.
Interesting.
And they just remade it, slapped some Mercedes logos on it.
I'm getting a trend here.
Oh yeah. So they just got American vehicles, slapped some Mercedes logos. There you got your vehicles for a film. Yeah. Wow,
they're awesome. The prints are incredible, but obviously part of what makes this playset what it is those awesome minifigures that you can play with this with. So let's bring in Landon here and take a little closer look at the figures included with the Saturday Matinee playset.
Hey, thanks for having me. Let's get right into the minifigures. Starting off, we have our awesome, fearless archaeology professor with his archaeology whip and archaeology hat and archaeology bag, and you need all of these things to conduct our archaeology, right?
Oh,
was
yeah.
Was that the thought behind this?
Oh, yeah.
Was your original idea for this?
Yeah, 30s, whatever.
Something like that.
Civilian clothing.
Yes.
30s boots, jackets, leather.
Exactly. If you're familiar with some classic Lego sets, this is kind of the imagining for this minifigure was like, what if Lego didn't have any restrictions on printing? They could do whatever they wanted. So I tried to make this minifigure as detailed as we possibly could. The legs are specifically kind of a homage to what Lego did with the classic pistol on the front of their minifigure legs. From what I can tell, that was one of the first times that they actually had like a pistol holster, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. So this is a kind of a reimagining of this
Is he wearing
iconic.
gloves? Like he has gloves.
I think he's got he's got some
that
white
scene.
gloves. Doesn't he like put the gloves on for when he like grabs the rope and like
Yeah, I think
in
so.
this
scene, like
film?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
that film.
That film inspired by Hollywood. So speaking of inspired by Hollywood, these uniforms are kind of interesting overall. We have this Hollywood perception of different gear. Some of it's accurate. Some of it's dictated based on probably what they had access to. So we're seeing these really tall, like the jack boots here. In the desert, I mean, I don't know how often you're wearing these super heavy-duty leather boots like that, but for the purposes of like Hollywood recreations of that, that's maybe part of our mental image of that. So these uniforms are a little bit of a hodgepodge of different things, but it's interesting to see these like tropical harnesses mixed with the leather pistol belts, and just there's some interesting contrast going on here with the lighter uniforms and the darker accent pieces. So I think it helped create a good visual image of like the bad guy in the movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever movie.
Whatever
you want to do.
in the
yeah.
Hollywood movie. This is a thing that happens across like all Hollywood movies. So what I'm finding that it's close to the original history. So some of the gear is like it's definitely the real gear, but would they have always worn it in that configuration? So.
And it's like the picture that we have in our head. Like this is what a German Africa Corps guy looks like.
Right.
I'm used to seeing this, so that's what I almost ordered for the radio truck. And
Right.
he told me that's not accurate. Like we look at the photos, it's not really that, but it works.
Yeah, and so they were getting brighter green uniforms often, and that would just fade instantly in the sun. Or they would still be getting some wool uniforms, so you would see everything sort of mixed up together. Maybe you would see the black eye boots occasionally, but
Yeah.
they probably had more of the tropical boots more often. But
Yeah. Shorts.
yeah,
Sandals.
It's always funny to see to try and get character into the faces. So this is the classic like driving off a cliff face. It's exactly the face you make when you drive off a cliff.
Oh yeah.
And put your hands in front of your face instead of staying on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Every time works. And we have a nice array of 3D printed headgear that kind of completes the look.
That dark green hat is so nice.
Yeah.
People are asking for that one. That is
good.
so good.
Turned out nice.
yeah.
Combined with a little bit of printing on the headgear, I think it all came together very nice.
And this is an olive torso, right? Olive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those are harder to get.
Yes, it's we use our olive sparingly just because it only comes out in a few sets here and there
Oh yeah.
in Lego, so we kind of got to ration it out a bit. So I think this was a good opportunity to kind of distinguish himself as maybe a little bit higher up or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess with that, did you have any other thoughts?
No, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun
Perfect.
seeing this all come together. I'm glad you could make it all the way over here.
Yeah.
And so I guess on behalf of Brickmania, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.